Still on safety helmets. The last time I talked about safety helmets and how workers, either out of ignorance or they feel why should they obey the compliance, give some flimsy excuses of why they do not want to wear the safety helmet or hard hats. Now it's a kind of a continuation. So the safety helmet, the last time I gave an example, in the last video, with a stick, a strong wood, which I use as an example on the hard hats to show the effectiveness and the usefulness of safety helmets. I use the stick to hit on the hard hats while still on my head, and could not feel any pain or any effect, or just like the way the manufacturers made the safety helmet, which I'm going to show now. Here you can see a good example of a safety helmet or hard hat. In here, in light blue, is what we call this suspension. The suspension, which each time you are putting on this helmet, hard hat, this suspension will make it fit on your head, at the same time separating the shell, which is this white cover. This is the shell. The white cover is the shell. Then this is the headband. To make it, it's adjustable to fit as you prefer. So when you put on this helmet, just an example, this helmet can take a force of 8 pounds or more. You know what that means? So when there is a force, for instance, above 5 feet, for instance, of 8 pounds, and drop mistakenly on this helmet, it will not, on this helmet shell, it will not have any effect, because there's a suspension, and the shell has also it's also built in a way it will not even crack, and the weight, that is the work of the suspension, will not allow the weight, allow you to feel the weight or the impact of the force of drop. So this helmet, so many people, should I say, workers who wear it don't even know how protective and usefulness of this. They call it common PPE. They give them rights now, they can put it anywhere and start working even without it. Actually, this one is mark CE, meaning conformité européenne. That is European conformity. It is a regulation. It shows that it's conform with the regulation of the European Union. The health and safety and environment regulations. So actually it has a date of manufacture, but this date does not also mean that is should I say, you can start counting from the data like expiring date. No, this date of manufacture shows the date it was actually manufactured from the company. And this marking CE, it is sole responsibility of the manufacturers. In some cases, there are some countries that it has, after the marking from the manufacturer, which already is the sole responsibility, certifying conformity to health and safety of European Union. But in some countries, it has to undergo some kind of other bodies inspecting it. But whichever, it is still the sole responsibility of the manufacturer because of the markings. It actually does not have an expiring date, but as a safety guidelines, it's always good to check your helmet, and most especially the first date of issue should be recorded. That is how you can be able, to monitor when to change your helmet, because most times it's advisable to change your helmet as long as you are using it for like 3 years to 4 years. You need to change your helmet, but not mandatory it must be 3 years. No, when you check your helmet, like the shell, this is the shell, and you find a crack, you find a hole, or the suspension, some already got or torn or worn, whichever, you need to change your helmet. Not necessarily up to 3 years, but if it is in good condition, because you need to inspect your safety helmet, your hard hat, you need to inspect it daily before each use, how you store it, because the temperature, the dirt, like dirty, sweat, all these things affect the components of these helmets. So you need to daily inspect your helmet, check for cracks, check for one turnout or cut or tears, to make sure that it still conforms to standard. So what am I trying to put on this video is so many people who uses this safety helmet don't know the usefulness and the importance attached to it, because they do not know that this is a mandatory requirement, to their own safety. They just come to site, they think this is a heavy, like some, they say it's heavy for them to wear. It's never heavy to wear when it concerns your safety. Though I have had some experiences with some workers, due to ignorance, after explanation and some kind of experiments, they come to terms and in love with their safety helmets. So very, very important. I hope I'm able to make some clarification on why this safety helmet is very, very useful and important. But most times, so many people who uses it don't know. Another thing, some who put on this helmet, you see them, they put on face cap. Face cap. And how are you going to put this on your face cap? That is what I mean by ignorance, because they don't know the importance and how effective this hard hat is built. Some even tie a scarf, as in big scarf, and still put this safety helmet. Some even make it like it's a fashion. It does happen, though sometimes it depends on the culture of the organization. But this is not to do about culture. This is about training, because if there is ignorance, there's nothing like compliance. So this is about training, and I hope you watching this video will share this video also, share the information, and I welcome your contribution also. Thank you very much.